we are going to see normal secondary growth in dicotyl root. This normal secondary growth is in general in dicot root. This is a diagram, that is TS of dicot root showing normal secondary growth in a dicot root. Here, first of all, in general we are going to study what is meant by secondary growth. The plants which grow more than 1 or 2 years, they remain many years, known as the perennial plant. As the perennial plant grows, it facilitates the many branches, sub-branches, leaves, flowers, fruit. Therefore, they need more amount of the mechanical support to bear added more weight. Also, to fix the roots in the soil, they also need water, minerals and salt which will more absorbed through the roots and translocated growing the region, and prepare food by the phloem, store food by the phloem and growing to this all regions. They need more amount of this secondary tissues. Therefore, they serves the another tissue forming, that is mechanical strength and support, as well as the food and waters, another tissues, and these another tissues due to which girth, diameter or size goes on increasing. This increase in the thickness due to this addition of the secondary tissues in the primary tissues by the vascular cambium and cork cambium in the stellar and extrastellar region respectively is known as the secondary growth. While the secondary tissues are developed, more amount of this vascular tissue formation takes place, that is the secondary xylem and the secondary phloem. Secondary xylem is for more amount as compared to the secondary phloem. When secondary xylem forms more amount and a lesser phloem, such growth is known as a normal, and in general, it shows the normal secondary growth. Dicot root, which is a taproot system. This dicot root consists of primary structure epidermis, cortex, and stela. Here, stela region consists the radial vascular bundles. The radial vascular bundles, there is no cambium. The xylem and the phloem, they are formed in a separate patches, that is the number fixed 4. Such vascular bundles which are developed in patches, they are known as the tetrach vascular bundles. The xylem is on the separate radii and phloem is a separate radii. Xylem alternates phloem, phloem alternates xylem. In between, there is no cambium having the parasite. Then, first of all, the secondary growth which is going to be developed, there is a formation of the vascular development, later on the non-vascular development. In this vascular development, initially there is no cambium, and for the development of the secondary tissues, cambium is essential. The tissue which is placed in between the phloem and the xylem, the tissue is a parenchyma, living one. These parenchyma living tissues, they are somewhat elongated. They are known as the conjunctive tissues. Conjunction means joint. Conjunctive tissues. And these conjunctive tissues together form, they decided to forming a small patches. And these small patches are developed below the phloem and above the xylem. And such patches which are developed, small patches, they join to each other. They join to each other and wavy band of the cambium is formed. This wavy has primary mesoxylem, Primary xylems, the band which is developed above the primary xylem and below the primary phloem, heavy band is formed. And due to the heavy band, in general, there is a secondary primary xylem is pushed towards the inner side more amount, but in the root, the primary phloem becomes very much active initially, due to which more amount of this primary xylem pushed towards the outer side and lesser amount towards the primary xylem pushes towards the inner side. The heavy band of cambium which is formed, it becomes circular in outline. It becomes circular in outline, and this is the first step in formation of the secondary root. Again, this primary xylem pushes towards the inner side season wise more amount, and primary xylem pushes towards the outer side, due to which the tissue which is the formed from this to up to this, that is the lesser amount of the secondary phloem and more amount of the secondary xylem. But in a dicot root, distinct primary xylem is observed. See, these are in the angles. These are in the angles. Tetrach primary xylems are there. They are in the angles. This one is there. And the in between the phloem and the xylem, there is a cambium strip. Means initially there is no cambium strip in the dicot root. Formation of the cambium strip is a main source, and here the cambium strip is formed. And primary phloem pushes towards the outer side. Primary xylem pushes towards the inner side. Thus, the diameter size of the root goes on increasing day by day. As from the central solid collar, the size goes on increase, thickness goes on increase, diameter goes on increase, due to which pressure is created to the cortex and epidermis. And therefore, here non-vascular development or extracellular development takes place. That time, cortex and epidermis ruptured, replaced or burst open, and they form cork cambium. They also become so active in a cortical region. Parenchymatous living tissues are present. They become active, and due to this active, they form a cambium. Cambium, the cells are rectangular, brick-shaped, compactly arranged without endocytosis, thin-walled. Nucleus with dense cytoplasm, vacuoles are present. And these cambium having meristematic tissue, having power of divisions, it adds the new cells towards the both lateral sides, new cells towards the inner sides. It cuts off the new cells towards the outer side, until to which it forms it cuts off the new cells towards the inner side, whose the polygonal to cells, oval cells are formed, loosely arranged with intercellular spaces, thin-walled with the nucleus cytoplasm, completely living cells. They are known as the parenchymatous cells, and these cells are the secondary pericycle. Later on, cork cambium is responsible to cut off the new cells towards the outer side. 3 to 4 layers, very much compactly arranged, dead cells, whose inner wall, that is known as a lumen, is very narrow, and the layers are thick one, and they are the dead cells. Means the protoplast which are present in these cells, the protoplast becomes withdrawn, dries, and there is no any protoplast. Therefore, the cells are dead one, and dead cells, they are known as a cork. These dead cells does not allow the water inside, and it prevents from the microbial attack, that is the bacteria, virus, and fungus. It is a cork cambium, secondary pericycle. It is also known as a phylum, phylogen, and phylum, phylogen, and phyloderm. together form the periderm. And this is the secondary, normal secondary growth takes place in the dicot